Okay, welcome to this auction for another Tinder. For me, pound for pound, this is the very best Tinder available. This is Chaga mushroom. Now, this has been used before, just in case you're wondering why that's black. Normally it will all be this honeyed brown colour. Chaga is a parasitic fungus that grows on the birch tree. It tends to occur at northern latitudes where it's very, very cold, and essentially the fungus, let me just put the lid back on that, put it out. The fungus grows from the inside out, eats the tree alive from the inside, and once the actual fruiting body occurs and breaks through the bark, essentially that's the death throes of the tree. Chaga does occur in Britain, mostly concentrated in Scotland where it's cold. But you know, this is imported from the New Brunswick area of Canada, the northern edge of the Appalachian Mountains. It's handcrafted from sustainable sources, and stuff is very abundant there. It's dried for a period of 3 weeks after collection. If you don't dry it properly, you can get a fungus residue, and it that eats it and just renders it useless. It's like a mildew. In terms of its application, you can use this with flint and steel, traditional firelighting kits. You can use it with solar. You can use it for a normal ferro rod spark stick, and I've even seen it used as the hearth of a bow drill. I tend to use mine in the tin. As you can see, I lit this a while back and just put the lid back on, but I've not left the lid long enough to extinguish it. But we can quickly demonstrate. Let's take a piece out and put the lid back on. So, solar, just using a Fresnel lens, which you can, if you want a pack of those, you can get a pack of 3 in my other listings. And you can see there it's gone black, and it will basically just smoulder from there. You can also just throw a spark with a normal steel, and you can see there that's taken on the top edge as well now. But it doesn't take long before it will establish. You don't need to really blow this even, unless you're putting it in your nest. And to take that to a flame, you'd need a lot less than this, if I'm honest. This is probably quite wasteful, but it just shows up big for the video. Put that in a tinder nest, and then blow that and take that to a flame. This tinder nest stuff's excellent. You can get this in my other auctions. It's all natural hair and fibres and jute, hessian, cotton, animal hair. So be careful if you're allergic to animals. But you can see that will just smoulder along merrily on its own. It'll last a long time. Chaga also has medicinal uses. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend to tell you that this is guaranteed to do lots of things, but people use it successfully for a range of ailments, and it's had a long history in Eastern Europe and Russia with cancer treatment. But you know, I'm selling this purely as a tinder. If you choose to use it for any other application, making tea or such like, then you know, do your own research. It is sterile. It's clean room prepared. It's not it's not contaminated anyway, so if you do want to use it for herbal applications, then it's suitable for that. But you know, first and foremost, to me, this is a tinder, and a very, very good one at that. You get 30 grams in the tin, and that is going to last a long, long time. I mean, I tend to drop sparks into the tin and take my nest to it to ignite the nest, and then put the lid back on, and the lack of oxygen will just extinguish the flame. The only place I've seen you can get this in the UK is about £6 plus postage for 10 grams. So 30 grams and a tin that's worth a couple of quid as well. You're doing well. Thanks for looking in. Any questions, as always, please post them up on the listing, and we'll get back to you quickly. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.